Hi guys, and welcome to C# tutorial of student database management system developed using MySQL Workbench. Okay, now let me show you guys how this works. Here I have the details of Deborah Omen, and if we click on the student records here, as you can see, the details of Deborah Omen is now right there. Okay, so all we need to do is to come over here and just click on new. Well, let me show you guys the database as well. This is the database. The database does not include the details of Deborah Omen. So let's come back in here and click on add. There we go, telling us the system is updated. Click on OK. If we come back in here now, we can see the details of Deborah there, Omen. Okay, and all of the other information, including Deborah's grades, subjects, and so on there, and the date as well right there. So let's come back in here to the university system itself. We can always reset if we want. If we click on reset, there we go, all the information gone. And one other thing is we can come in here to the student records in there and just click. If we click here, we can populate that apart from the guidance details. Okay, now let's just assume we're entering new student details in there. We can change these, okay, to computing. Let's see, let's go for games there, and we can also just change the course, the unit if we want. Just click on it and let's change the grades that we have on the unit, or you can enter a fresh new one. So in here I'm going to enter the guidance details. Let's assume the guidance is the sister, and the sister's name is Grace Johnson, and the name in here is Johnson as well. Let's change that to Johnson, and here we can just change that to Helen. And Helen's student details, we are meant to change that as well. And right here, address, this is number 19 Kingstown. Female, date of birth, let's change that 2001, the month, and days, we change this as well. Telephone number, we can just change that. There we go. And here that's gonna be a Helen there. So the address is going to remain the same, so let's just copy the address, paste that in here. Mobile number, and the email. So come right here, we can just assume the email is Grace at there. That's it. So what we then need to do now to work out the result, we just need to click on result here. You can click on exit if you want. No, we need to enter all of these details. We need to populate it straight into the student records here. As you can see, her details is now there, Helen's details is now there, and we don't also have Helen's details on the database itself. So all we need to then do is just click on add, telling us the data is successfully added straight onto the workbook and the student record. That is Helen details here. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm going to take you guys straight into C# development environment, and we put one of these together. Okay guys, let's exit out and start a new tutorial there. And now I'm going to click on, minimize that, and I'm going to click on create new project, and select C# and then click on next. So let's give this project name. I'm going to call it CS. Let's do that, CS underscore, that will be student MySQL Database there, and I'm going to click on create. Now that my development environment is ready, I'm going to click on properties here, and let's change the font size to 1390 by, I'm going to make that 800. Alright, so the next thing I want to do now is go straight to my toolbox there, and I'm going to look for tab control. Scroll right down and tab control, there we go. Just drag the tab control that much there. Okay, that's fine. Now the next thing I want to do is, you see right here, I want to change the name. So let's go straight to the properties of this tab control, and I'm going to come in here. You see where we have the tab page, click on that, and let's select the very first one, tab page 1, where we have this text. I'm going to enter in there university system. There we go. For the tab page number 2, I will then enter students records. There, and click on OK. There we go. Now for the university system, I will then come in here. I want to add a panel there, and this very panel that I've just added, let me change the back color of that very panel, and the border style, the back color, I'm going to change that to control, and the border around it, I'm going to make that fixed single. Right. Okay, I'm going to copy this panel across. So let's just come right here, grab and copy. I'm going to go through the properties of that. Let's change this to about, let's say 580 by 285. There we go, that's fine. And right underneath here, I'm going to copy this again, just drag it down and copy one across here. Okay, I'm going to reduce the width of this very one here. Let's change that to about 309. Then I'm also going to copy it anyway. Hold on that and just copy right there. Just drag it that much. There we go. Now I'm also going to copy this and just bring it here. Let's increase it a little bit more. Now let's drag it right down. There we go, that's fine. Okay, now that I have all my panel in place, let's do something. I'm going to come straight to the toolbox there. Let's grab hold of, I'm looking for the monthly calendar. That is it right there. Grab that and just drop it here. About that. Let's go to the properties. I want to display the week or the weeks. That is it right here. On the properties, you see show week number. I'm going to make that true, and there, that's the week number shown. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do now is I'm going to come in here. Let's pin this down. I need a label. Grab my label here. Well, I'm going to draw one here for the subjects. So here that is going to be, I'm just going to call it 1, and right in here let's change that to maybe 16, and I will also add a border. Let's see. Yeah, that is fine. Okay, we have 8 units, so I'm just going to copy this across. So hold on to the control, click, drag. That's 2. Okay, we have 4 there. That's 8. And right down here we're going to need some labels here as well as 1 and 2 here. Okay, this very one, I'm going to change that auto size. I'm going to make that false for that one, and just, oh, I've only done it for one. Okay, for all, let's drag it that much. And for this very one, I'm going to change that to, let's say that's going to be total score. The next one is going to be ranking. Then we have date. Alright, now you see the border that is around it. I'm going to get rid of those border. Let's come in here, get rid of that, make that none. Alright, that's good. Now this one, I need to change the numbers in them. That's going to be number 2, subject number 2 or module 2. This one will be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Okay, that's fine. Then the next thing I want to do now is let's add a combo box. One combo box here, and let's change the size of the content to about 16 as well. 16 regular there, and just copy that combo box across. Or before that, let's add a text box, then we can copy both across. Change the size of that text box to about 16 as well. 16 regular. Okay, select both and just hold on to your control, click and drag. We have 2. Select them all. We have 4 now, and select it all, and we have 8. Now it's more than okay. Alright, let's delete this one. There we go. Okay, this is 7. Let's just undo my delete. Okay, I just need to rearrange it properly. Alright, that's fine. So I'm going to take care of the arrangement, then I will get back to you guys once that is done. Okay, it's all arranged orderly, so let's add some value in there. I'm going to select it all. So let's come in here, just select it all, and right in, I'm just going to make that align is center, and I'll enter 0 in there. There we go. And let's make sure it is, I want to reduce that. I don't want to make it bold. Alright, that is fine. Now let's give individual a name. So this one is going to be txt score for the first grades and so on. So I'm going to speed that up for the others, and that's it, done for this second one, the third one, fourth, fifth, sixth. As you can see, I've changed the names, and this one is now known as CBO Module 1, CBO Module 2, Module 3, 4 up to Module 8. Why this label here? I call that LBL total score, LBL ranking, LBL date. And you see this, my tab control, I'm going to change the color of that tab control. So let's come in here. I'm just going to make that cadet blue. I don't want that, I want cadet blue. There we go, that's fine. Okay, let's finish up with the design of this interface. Now the very next one here, this very one, I'm going to add up and down there. So I'm going to change the size of that. Let's go for maybe about 16 or 18. Okay, 18 plain. All right, just 18 regular. All right, and the width of that, maybe something that much. We need about 5 there. Let's get it centered before I copied it. Is it centered? No, center. Hold on to the control, click and drag. We have 2, 4 and 5. So this one, or let's copy this one here, or maybe the date, and just change this around. Change this one to BA. Copy BSc, MA, MSc, PhD. Right. PhD. And this one is going to be known as NUD PhD. This is Masters. That's going to be known as MSc PhD. No. NUD Masters, and this is going to be known as MA Master of Art. So change this one to NUD as well. And this is BSc. Change this to BSc NUD BSc. There we go. And finally this one is going to be NUD BA. Right, they all have a name. That's good. Okay, the next one here, in fact, let's change the width or the length of this. I'm going to change it to something so that I can add my buttons there. That would be 230. Right, and make this 230 as well. Then we can add button underneath. Okay, that's fine. Then we will rearrange it properly. Okay, let's copy. Yeah, let's copy this, or maybe this, bring it here. And we then need ComboBox. Let's go right up there, grab ComboBox. There we go. Yeah, and we need to change that as well. Make that about 18 regular as well. There. And this very ComboBox, or this very one, is going to be known as home students. Right, and inside this ComboBox we're gonna have yes or no. If it's home student, or let's come in here and grab this. and just enter yes or no there, and the default value is going to be no there. So let's just copy this across, hold on to the control, click and drag, repeat the same thing, click and drag. We need just one now, grab, drag. Alright, and here this is going to be known as, let's change this one to overseas student. Okay, then that's accommodation, and here we have exchange student, exchange. Then we have here scholarship. So I'm going to give this each combo box a name. This one is going to be CBO scholarship. There we go. The next one, CBO exchange, and so on, guys. I guess you get that, so I can speed that up as well. CBO exchange, let's speed that up. Okay, all done there. So let's do one thing. Maybe I should even make this one looks a bit pronounced. Let's change, I'm going to make them bold. Let's change that to bold. It looks a bit, yeah, just make it bold. Yeah, that's much better. Repeat the same thing for this, make it bold. Yep, done. Alright, let's add another combo box here, or no, a panel, and this panel is going to be for my buttons. Bring it up, just drag this down much. Okay, now let's add some buttons there. Let's go right up there to grab a button. We have one button, 1, 2, there. I'm going to increase the size of all these buttons. Let's come in here, make it bold. The font is going to be bold on them, maybe about 18 as well. And let's come right here and increase the size of the buttons. Let's say 1 by 47. That is it. So move that up. Okay, that's looking good. Yeah. Okay, just separate it a little bit. And there we go, that's fine. So here I'm going to change that to exit, and that is going to be known as BTN exit. And I'm going to change this one to BTN result. Text content on it is going to be known as result. Bring it down there, and this is reset, BTN reset. This is going to be known as BTN add new, and text content is add new. There we go. Let's put a space in there. Alright, that's looking good. We are almost done with the development of the interface. Now I'm going to need, let's take care of up here. Need about 5 there. Now I think I'm going to need about 6. Yeah, I'm going to need 6. Move that. That's 2. We have 4, and we have there 6, and up there I'm going to need a ComboBox. Just drag this very ComboBox. I will change the text content on it to, where is it, here, let's change that to select a course. There we go. And right in here I'm going to go to item. First of all, let's change the name to CBO course. Now let's go to item right there, drop that down, delete that, and I'm going to enter, first of all let's enter the select. Okay, select a course, then underneath I will then enter BSc, let's say serious games, there, and so on. Click on OK. There we go. I need some text box, so let's grab a text box here, already formatted one. Just drag it that much. Get rid of the text content on it. I'm going to align it left, the default value. So let's copy this. Copy. We have 2 and one more here. There we go. And let's change the data in here to course. Then the next one is going to be course code, and so on, guys. Is that course code? Let's speed that up. There, all done. So let's come to the next one here, and I'm going to copy all of the data in here. Just drag it here. Now I need to copy and do that. Hold on to Control, click and drag. There we go. And let's reduce the size of this. And this very one here, let's grab this. Is going to be, that's going to be for the gender. This is going to be student ID. Bring this one up here. And I'm actually going to rearrange it properly so that I can fit it in there. Right. Move that up. And this is going to be here. Okay, let's copy this. Go back in here. Copy. We have 6. Now we're gonna make that 8 now. There. And this is going to be gender. Let's change that to gender first. There. I'm going to speed that up, guys, so that you see what so that we can save time. I mean, so this is first name here, and underneath is going to be surname. Okay, let's speed that up, guys. That is it, done. So here, this is going to be for the guardian, so I'm just going to copy this, about 6 really. So let's do that again. That's 3, 6. Right, bring it down there. So this is going to now become, let's just enter guardian in there, and here we have to swap this around. There's going to be the ComboBox in there. Right, there we go. And here that will be the first name for the guardians, surname, and so on. There. Okay guys, all done, but we have just one more thing to do now. I'm going to go straight to the next tab here, and I want to add DataGridVeiw right there. There we go. There. Bring that down. Good. So that is the design of the interface taken care of. So let's run it, then you guys see what I'm talking about. Let's go back in here and click on run. That's very good. So that is, I'm going to call it the end of the end of the first part of this tutorial, and I will see you guys shortly.